हिताय
संगम रहस्यम रुचिरां मंत्रान्
सुरोस्तु तत्स्नेहसिता शिशूनां कालाक्षराणामनुरक्तचित्ता पुत्रान् स्मरस्तादुतिरुर्धया भातॄन् स्वसुर्वा पितरौ च दीनौ गृहान् मनोज्ञोरुपरीक्षादतांश वृत्तिशकुल्या पशुभृत्यवर्गान् त्यजेत कोशास्कृतिमेहमाना कर्माणि लोभादवितृप्तकामा औपस्त्यजैवाहं बहुमन्यमाना कथं विरज्येत दुरन्तमोहा कुटुम्बपोषाय विराज्याय लब्धतीर्थं विहतं प्रमत्ता सर्वत्र तापत्रयदुःखितात्मा निर्विद्यते न स्वकुटुम्बराम वित्तेषु नित्या विनिविष्टचेता वेदांश दोषं परवीतहेतु प्रत्ययेहवाताप्यजितेन्द्रियस्ता अशान्तकामो हरते कुटुम्बी कृष्णा हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे 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 कृष्णा थैंक यू मोहिनी Bhuvika. So on Hare Krishna Vaman Kshetra, I would like to welcome everyone for Sunday morning Srimad Bhagavatam class. So before we start discussing, we'll sing Jai Radha Madhava for the pleasure of their lordships. Jaya Radha Madhava Kunja Bihari Gopijana Vallabha Giridharadhari Jaya Radha Madhava Kunja Bihari Gopijana Vallabha
जय।
श्रील प्रभुपाद की
जय।
सामवेद भक्तवृंद की
जय।
जय निताय गौर प्रेमानंद।
हरि हरि बोल।
Hare Krishna. Welcome to Sunday morning Srimad Bhagavatam class. So please hold your hands and please repeat after me. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya.
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 We'll recite together.
Narayana Namaskritya Naram Chaiva Narottamam Devim Saraswatim Vyasam Tato Jayamudire Nashakaye Svabhadreshu Nityam Bhagavata Sevaya Bhagavati Uttamashloke Bhaktir Bhavati Naishniki Krishnaya Vasudevaya Devaki Nandanaya cha Nanda Gopal Kumaraya Govindaya Namo Namaha.
आराध्यो भगवान् व्रजेश तनयस् तद्धाम वृन्दावनम् रम्या काचिदुपासना व्रजवधू वर्गेण या कल्पिता श्रीमद्भागवतं प्रमाणममलं प्रेमापुमार्थो महान् श्रीचैतन्य महाप्रभो मतमिदं तत्रादराना परा. Hare Krishna. So we are doing Canto 7, Chapter 6 and verse number 11 to 13. So please repeat after me. Katham priyaya anukampitaya
Katham priyaya anukampitaya
Sangam rahasyam ruchiram shamantram
Sangam rahasyam ruchiram shamantram
Surustu tatsnehasita shushunam
Surusasnehasita shishunam
Kalaksharanam anurakta chitta
Kalaksharanam anurakta chitta.
So I would like two Prabhujis, two Matajis can recite.
Didn't we recite this last week?
Yes, we are continuing because there are 3 verses, so we haven't covered all topic.
Katham priyaya anukampitaya
Katham priyaya anukampitaya
Sangam rahasyam ruchiramscha mantram
Sangam rahasyam ruchiramscha mantram
Suretsu tatsnehasita shishunam
Surustu tatsnehasita shishunam
Kalaksharanam anurakta chittaha
Kalaksharanam anurakta chitta.
कथं प्रियाया अनुकम्पिताया
Katham priyaya anukampitaya
सङ्गं रहस्यं रुचिरां समन्त्रान्
Sangam rahasyam ruchiramscha mantram
सुहृत्सु तत्स्नेहसिता शिशूनां
Surustu tatsnehasita shishunam
कलाचिराणामनुरक्तचित्तः
Kalaksharanam कथं प्रियाय अनुकम्पिताय
संगं रहस्यं रुचिरांश मंत्रान्
सुहृत्सुतस्नेहसिता शिशूनां कलाक्षराणामनुरक्तचित्ता.
One more, Mataji.
कथं प्रियाय अनुकम्पिताय
कथं प्रियाय अनुकम्पिताय
संगं रहस्यं रुचिरांश्च मन्त्रान्
संगं रहस्यं रुचिरांश मंत्रान्
शूरुत्सुतस्नेहसिता शुशूष्णा
सुहृत्सुतस्नेहसिता शिशूनां
कलाक्षराणाम् अनुरक्तचित्ता
कलाक्षराणामनुरक्तचित्ता.
Thank you, Prabhuji, and thank you, Mataji. So we do the second verse. Putraन् स्मरन्स्ता दुहितृहृदया
पुत्रान् स्मरन्स्ता दुहितृहृदयाय
भातॄन् ससुर्वा पितरौ च दीनो
भातॄन् ससुर्वा पितरौ च दीनो
गृहान् मनोज्ञोरुपरि च ददांश
गृहान्
वृत्तिश्च कुल्या पशुभृत्यवर्गान्
वृत्तिश्च कुल्या पशुभृत्यवर्गान्.
Okay, Mataji.
पुत्रान् स्मरस्ता दुहितृत्यदह्य
पुत्रान् स्मरन्स्ता दुहितृहृदया
भ्रातॄन् स्वसुर्वा पितरो च दीनो
भ्रातॄन् ससुर्वा पितरौ च दीनो
गृहान् मनोज्ञोरुपरेक्षदाश्च
गृहान् मनोज्ञोरुपरीक्षदांश्च
वृत्तेश्च कुल्या पशुभृत्यवर्गान्
वृत्तिश्च कुल्या पशुभृत्यवर्गान्.
Mataji.
पुत्रान् स्मरां तदुतिर्हृदया
पुत्रान् स्मरन्स्ता दुहितृहृदया
भ्रातॄन् स्वसुर्वा पितरौ च दीना
भ्रातॄन् ससुर्वा पितरौ च दीनो
गृहान् मनोजनोरुपरिदामुच्चात्
गृहान् मनोज्ञोपरिच्छदांश्च
वृत्तिश्च कुल्या पशुभृत्यवर्गान्
वृत्तिश्च कुल्या पशुभृत्यवर्गान्.
Prabhuji's.
पुत्रान् स्मरांस्ता दुहितृहृदयाय
पुत्रान् स्मरन्स्ता दुहितृहृदया
मात्रन् स्वसुर्वा पितरौ च दीनो
भ्रातॄन् स्वसुर्वा पितरौ च दीनो
गृहान् मनोज्ञोर्परिच्छेददांश्च
गृहान् मनोज्ञोपरिच्छदांश्च
वृत्तिश्च कुल्या पशुभृत्यवर्गान्
वृत्तिश्च कुल्या पशुभृत्यवर्गान्. पुत्रान् स्मरन्स्ता दुहितृहृदया
Savashir Vapata Vachadana
Bhadram Sasurva Pitaro Chalino
Grahan Manojo Pavichadamscha
Grihan Manonyo Parichadamscha
British Chakola Pashubrita Varga
Briti Shakulya Pashubrita Varga.
Do the last verse now. Tyajet koshas kridive hamana.
Tyajet koshas kridive hamana.
Karmani lobhat vitripta kama.
Karmani lobhat vitripta kama.
Aupastya jaivaham bahu manyamana.
Aupastya devan bahumanyamana.
Katham virajeta duranta moha.
Katham virajeta duranta moha.
Tajet koshas kridive hamana.
Tajet koshas kridive hamana.
Karmani lobhat vitripta kama.
Karmani lobhat vitripta kama.
Apostya jayam bahumanyamana.
Aupastya jaimam bahumanyamana.
Katham virajeta duranta moha.
Katham virajeta duranta moha.
Okay, Mataji.
त्यजेत कोशास्कृत एव मानः
त्यजेत कोशास् कृदिवे हमानः
कर्माणि लोभाद् अवितृप्तकामः
कर्माणि लोभाद् वितृप्तकामः
औपाश्च जैवं बहुमान्यमानः
औपस्य जैवं बहुमान्यमानः
कथं विराजेत दुरन्तमोहा
कथं विरजेत दुरन्तमोहा.
Sima Mataji, you would like to try? Try now. We all are learning.
त्यजेत कोशस कृदिवे महान्
ग्रजेत कोशास् कृदिवे हमानः
कर्माणि लोभादि विक्तकाम
कर्माणि लोभाद् वितृप्तकामः
औपस्थि जहं बहुमन्यमान
औपस्य जैवं बहुमान्यमानः
कंठम विरजेत दुरंत मोहं
कथं विरजेत दुरन्तमोहा.
Thank you, Prabhuji's and Mataji's for participation. It's so nice to hear the transcendental sound vibrations. We'll give the sibilants. Please repeat after me. Katham, how, Priyaha, the dearmost wife. Anukampitaya, always affectionate and compassionate. Sangam, the association. Rahasyam, solicitory. Ruchira, very pleasing and acceptable. Cha, hand. Mantra, instruction. Surutsu, to the wife and children. Tat sneha sita, being bound by their affection. Shishuna, to the small children. Kalaksharana, speaking in broken language. Anurakta chitta, a person whose mind is attracted. Putran, sons. Smaran, thinking of. Ta, them. Duhitru, the daughters. Married and staying at the homes of their husbands. Hridaya, always situated in the core of the heart.
always situated in the core of the heart.
Bhatran, the brothers.
The brothers.
Swasruva, the sisters.
or the sisters,
Pitarau, father and mother.
father and mother,
Cha, and Dinau, who is old, are mostly invalids. Grihan, household affairs. Manojna, very attractive. Guru, much. Parichadam, furniture. Cha, and Vritti, big source of income. Industry, business. Cha, and Kulya, connected with the family. Pasu, of animals. Cows, elephants, and other household animals. Nritya, servants and maid servants. Vargan, groups. Yajeta, can give up. Koshakrita, the silk one. Iva, like. Ihamana, performing. Karmani, different activities. Lobha, because of insatiable desires. Avitrita kama, whose increasing desire are not satisfied. Aupasthya, pleasure from the genitals. Jaivaham, and the tongue. Bahumanyamana, considering as very important. Katham, how. Viraje, is able to give up. Duranta moha, being in great illusion. Translation by His Loving Divine Grace. A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada. Please hear. How can a person who is most affectionate to his family, the core of his heart being always filled with their pictures, give up their association? Specifically, a wife is always very kind and sympathetic and always pleases her husband in a solicitary plate. Who could give up the association of such a dear and affectionate wife? Small children talk in a broken language, very pleasing to hear, and their affectionate father will always think of their sweet words. How could we give up their association? One's elderly parents and one's sons and daughters are also very dear. The daughter is especially dear to her father, and while living at her husband's house, she is always in his mind. Who could give up that association? Aside from these, in household affairs, there are many decorated items of household furnitures, and there are also animals and servants. Who could give up such comforts? The attached householders is like a silkworm, which woven a cocoon in which it becomes imprisoned, unable to get out, simply for the satisfaction of two important senses, the genital and the tongue. One is bound by material conditions. How can one escape? Purport, please hear. In a household affair, the first attraction is the beautiful and pleasing wife, who increases the household attraction more and more. One enjoys his wife with two prominent senses organs, namely the tongue and the genital. The wife speaks very sweetly. This is certainly an attraction. Then she prepares very palatable food to satisfy the tongue. And when the tongue is satisfied, one gains strength in the other sense organ, especially the genital. Thus the wife gives pleasure in sexual intercourse. Household life means sex life. Yan maithunadi grahamedi sukham hitucham. This is encouraged by the tongue. Then there are children. A baby gives pleasure by speaking sweet words in a broken language. And when the sons and daughters are grown up, one becomes involved in their education and marriage. Then there are owns one father and mother to be taken care of, and one also become concerned with the social atmosphere and with pleasing his brothers and sisters. A man become increasingly entangled in household affairs, so much so that leaving them becomes almost impossible. The household becomes Gruhamanyakopam, the dark well into which the man has fallen. For such a man to get out is extremely difficult unless he is held by a strong person, the spiritual master, who helps the fallen person with a strong rope of spiritual instruction. A fallen person should take advantage of this rope, and then the spiritual master or the Supreme Personality of Godhead Krishna will take him out of the dark well. Bhakti Vedanta purport ki Srila Prabhupada ki. We'll do the Mangalacharan prayers. Om Ajnanatimirandasya Jnananjana Chakshurmilitam Yena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. Shri Chaitanya Manobhisham Sthapitam Yena Bhutale Swayam Rupa Kadamahyam Darati Swapadantikam. Vandeham Shri Guru Shri Radha Shri Gurum Vaishnavam Shri Rupam Sagrajatam Sahaganara Punathanvitam Tam Sajivam Sadvaitam Savadutam Parijana Saitam Krishna Chaitanya Devam Shri Radha Krishna Padam Sahaganara Shri Vishakhavitam He Krishna Karuna Sindhu Dīnabandhu Jagapate Gopesha Gopika Kanta Radha Kanta Namostute Taptakanchana Gaurangi Radhe Vrindavaneshwari Vrishabhanyu Sute Devi Pranamami Hariviye Vanchakalpatarubhyasya Kripa Sindhu Vaevacha Patitanam Pavanebhyo Vaishnavebhyo Namo Namaha. Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Srivasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda. Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare. Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare. Hare Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare. Bhute Mahatmir Yaiva Puro Vibhu Nirmaya Shete Yadamusha Purusha Bhunte Ugasho Dashasho Dashatmaka Solan Krishna Bhagavan Vachamsi Me Sri Krishna Sharanam Sharanagatam Kathamritam Satatapivatam Bhakti Vedanta Margapantanam Sarvaloka Vishideva Janna Prasannam Sarvaloka Vishideva Janna Prasannam. Hare Krishna. So here, Sri Prahlad Maharaj is instructing his demoniac schoolmates. And we all know we are doing this is the 11th, 12th and 13th verse. So even though start of the prayers he said Kaumaram Acharit Prabhyo Dharmam Bhagavatam. So right from the childhood, if you take this spiritual knowledge, then later on it is very easy to renounce. Renounce is, we don't have to renounce everything, but staying in the Grihastha ashram, we have to attach to Krishna in devotional service. Now in this verse, last week actually we discussed about the human, this human form of life is very rare, and then we discussed about Adi Shankaracharya's prayer, one, that how we wasting our time. बालतस्त्रावत क्रीडासक्ता तरुणीस्तावत तरुणीसक्ता वृद्धास्त्रावत चिंतामग्ना आणि कोपीस्तावत परमब्राह्मणे कोपी न लग्ना. We are not, we are just wasting time, just taking care of ourselves, our family member, but we are not attracted towards a devotional service. Now in this verse, Prahlad Maharaj is saying, we are very affectionate to family, and then he gave example of wife. So wife is very attractive or attached. The person is very attached to the wife with two sense organ. One is tongue and one is genital. Now in Srimad Bhagavatam, you must have heard the story of Puranjan, right? So actually how story happens, Narad Muni was wondering, like, he was a Param Vaishnava, he wandered around. So he went to one kingdom. There was a king, Prachin Bharvi. So this Prachin Bharvi was very, very sense enjoyable king. He was enjoying his senses, engaged in the enjoying the senses. He was killing animal for the sacrifice. So Narad Muni said, if I corrected him, he won't listen. So he said, I will correct him in the telling story. So when he entered his sabha, then he welcomed Narad Muni and asked Shema Kushal. And then Narad Muni said, oh my king, I just want to, and Prachin Bharvi was asking, how can I get rid of all this sinful activity? How can I engage myself in the loving devotional service of Krishna? Then Narad Muni said, okay, I will tell you one story. Then he said, there was one princess. His name was Puranjan. And his friend name was Avidya. And these two prince and his son, friend, were just wandering around the region of Himalayas. Then they saw the one kingdom which has 9 gates. So it's got Navadware Puri. So when they came there, and then they saw a beautiful young lady. They saw this young prince was so attracted. He forgot his friend. He just entered the kingdom. But that lady was accompanied by 5-hooded snake that was protecting her, and 11 bodyguard were guarding her. And this princess was so attracted, and then he approached her and said, oh, I want to marry you. And they got married, and they started living happily forever. So many years passed. One day, they have many children, everything was going nicely. One day, their one king actually started attacking. So he started burning whole city. Then this Puranjan was distressed. He doesn't know what to do. And then slowly he understands his wife was killed. Then he became very agitated, and he also got killed. Now this story doesn't end here. Then next life, this Puranjan, because while dying he was looking at his wife. He was so attracted to his wife. And Lord says in Bhagavad Gita, Antakale cha mameva smaranamukta kaleva yat prayati samadbhavam yati nasyatra samshaya. Whoever think of the time of death, whatever he thinks, he will get the next body. So this Puranjan become a female in next body. And when he become female, but also princess, so she got married to another prince. Then again, happily live life. Then this husband of this Puranjan, so he got Vairagya. He said, okay, I want to leave everything and go to the forest. So when they went to forest, this she Puranjan was accompanied with the husband. But after some days, years, this king, he died. So again, this she Puranjan, she started lamenting. And then this Avidya, in the form of a Brahmana, he approached. He said, oh, Puranjan, oh, lady, why are you lamenting? So she said, my husband has died. Now where I can go? She said, you don't need to. This is the law of karma. Whoever will take birth has to die one day. Why you are lamenting on your husband? And they said, you are not only, you have taken birth. Last birth, you were Princess Puranjan. And he said, how you know? He said, I was your friend, that Avidyaya. So then she got convinced that, and she left everything and engaged in a devotional service. So in this story actually, it says like, analogy has been given. So Narad Muni was telling, so this Puranjan is none other than the we, that spirit soul, right? And Avidyaya is none other than the Supreme Personality of Godhead who is residing in our heart, who is telling us, oh, you are doing wrong things, just do correct. But we said, okay, this time, next time I will do correct, right? I will not perform any sinful activity next time. Then this Navad, the Dwarapuri, is like a 9 gates. Our body has the 9 gates, right? 2, 4, 6, 7, 8 and 9. Navad Dwarapuri. And 5-headed snake was guarding that lady, right? That lady, Puranjani, like the Puranjan married to that lady, her name was Puranjani. So Puranjani was none other than our Buddhi, right? Mind, actually. The mind he married, so soul is always think or do act according to the mind. But he has to develop his intelligence to overcome the mind. Then 5-headed snake represent our 5 vital airs, pran, apan, vyam, udan and saman. Then 11 bodyguards is 5 sensory organ, then 5 acting, karmendriya, and then mind also included. The soldier represent the multitude thoughts of the minds. And the king who has attacked is actually the representation of the our old age, right? And when he attacked, the fire is our disease. So when we got the old age, the disease actually accompanied us. And when we got disease and old, we definitely get die. So this is actually very nice story. So we shouldn't attach to husband or wife, vice versa. We have to take the association of each other to progress in our devotional service. Then Prahlad Maharaj is saying that the small children talk a broken language, and we are so attached. Like even we are at the work, we remember, oh, he's like talking like this, mama, like dad or papa, whatever. We're so attracted. Now there is also another story in Srimad Bhagavatam. Like these stories actually tells us we shouldn't attach to that one. Every story comes with the conclusion, right? So there was a king, very pious king, very noble king. His name was Chitraketu. So in his kingdom, everybody was very satisfied. The field was giving enough grains. The trees were giving lot of fruits. So every man was sufficient, ample, everything, because king was very pious. But he wasn't satisfied in his heart because he was childless. So one time Angira Muni arrived there. So when Angira Muni arrived, this king welcomed Angira Muni, everything. And then Angira Muni noticed, he said, oh my king, we have everything in your wealth, knowledge, everything we have. Why you are worried? He said, oh my Muni, dear Muni, I don't have a child. So who will look after my kingdom after I die? Then Angira Muni said, oh, because we have tried everything, right? He had 100 wives. He said, if they cannot give you child, so that is not in your destiny. So don't worry about it. Just do it, do your karma. But he wasn't satisfied. So he he said, beg for Angira Muni. Please, Munivar, do something. Then Angira Muni performed one yajna. Out of yajna, so paisam came. He said, okay, give it to your wife. But now he had 100 wives, whom he gave. So he gave his dearmost, very young wife. Her name was Kruta Devi. So he gave that paisam to her. So upon with that magic of that paisam, she gave birth to prince. So the king was very happy. He gave lot of donations or charity to Brahmanas. There was like, like a Diwali festival in his kingdom. But because that 99 queens, they become envious, jealous, right? So what they did, next day, they put the poison into, they gave poison to this prince, and that prince died. And then when king came to know that son has died, he started lamenting. Then again, somehow or other, Narad Muni and Angira came there, Angira Muni. And they said, Angira Muni said, look, when I gave you that poison, I told you, this son of yours, he is not in your destiny. He will give you harsha, means he will give you the pleasure, and shoka also. He will give the misery. That's why it is. He said, I don't care, but please, give pran to my son. So he said, Narad Muni said, it is not possible. Once the soul has left the body, he never enters. But he was so lamenting. Whatever they are telling, he wasn't accepting. So Narad Muni said, okay. So Narad Muni prayed for that soul. So soul entered. And that boy just sit down. And Narad Muni said, oh my dear child, your father and mother, they are lamenting for you. So that boy was looking at Narad Muni, not even mother. He said, which father and mother? I have taken many millions of birth. I was wandering through many species of life. Even though I was somebody's mother and father. So I can't remember anybody like that. And when Chitraketu Maharaj heard that, then he got the real knowledge. Then he gave up all his kingdom and went to do tapasya. And because of Narad Muni, he was become his disciple. Because of Narad Muni's instruction, he gave the Narayan mantra. He did tapasya, and end of his tapasya, he got the darshan of Lord Vishnu. Then he went to Siddhaloka. But there is another story, but we'll stop that story here because it's related to here, right? So that is, so we shouldn't attach. Again, Prahlad Maharaj is telling us we shouldn't attach to anything. Whatever the karma, whatever the duty we have to perform, but we shouldn't attach to that duty. Now he is telling one's elderly parents and one's sons and daughters are very dear. And he said the daughters, those who are living in a husband's house, like the fathers always, those daughters are always in his back of his mind, always in his heart. You all are Mataji's here. You can imagine your father. Father is so affectionate to his daughter, like that. So you can see. Now Prahlad Maharaj gave a nice analogy that the householders is like a silkworm, right? We all know the silk sari and everything. How that silkworm is like he make the silk. They said it's like a 1 kilometer long if they count, but he just spin around and stays inside to comfortable life. So he gave analogy. We are also like that. We think, oh, this is my house, this is my family, this is my friend, brother, mother, everything, and we are so attached to that one. So, but what happened? Actually, that silkworm inside that silk cocoon. And if the people want to take out the silk, what they do? They put into the warm water and
Hot water.
hot water actually, and it dies. Similarly, we are also that. This is our cocoon. And one day, the jada and vruddha will come. Like old age and disease will come and we will leave our body. Right? And how, we have to differentiate ourselves because we have taken 8.4 million species of life and then we got the human form of life. There is a nice verse in Hitopadesh. Now Hitopadesh is written by Narayan, Sage Narayan in 16th century, like this. And Hitopadesh, he has given the nice analogy using the animals, like how the Chanakya Pandit wrote, small verse, and with that verse he gave the very nice analogy. Similarly, he says, Ahara nidra bhaya maithunam cha. Ahara nidra bhaya and maithun. Samanya metan pashubhi naranam. Okay, these are equal for the animals and for the human. But what is the dharmo hitesham adhiko vishesho? Dharmo hitesham adhiko vishesho. But Lord has given us the intelligence. Dharma has given. We know what is right and what is wrong. Dharme nahina pashubhi samana. If we are not using our intelligence and get out of this cycle of birth, death, old age and disease, then we are same like animals, right? So we have to get out of that. So Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Maharaj actually tell very nice story regarding this attachment. Or we are beastly followers of the people. Okay, my friend is doing this, then I will do it. Like, we are just following the same thing. He said there was one village and one circus came there, right? So they put the tent and everything and they announced, like, very great circus, please come. So the ticket was 100 rupees, right? So everyone was so excited. After many years, that circus didn't come. So everyone was queued up. So person, they were taking the tickets and the entry was there. And when the person was entering, there were two gates. Gate number A and gate number B. So the gatekeeper was asking, which gate you want? So you have choice. He said, okay, I want to go from gate A. So he was traveling gate A. End of the gate, there was a very big bodybuilder. As soon as that person comes, he just catch hold of him and
beating.
Yeah, started beating. Until, okay, quick, why you are beating? Okay, now enough, go. You saw the circus? Yes. Go out. So that person was coming out. So the people were asking, how is the circus? So fantastic, just go. So next person going from the B. Right? A and B. Similar thing happening. So similar, our life is like that. We are struggling, right? But what we are telling, no, I am very happy. Everything is fine. Just go ahead. Like that. Huh? So, just like that. So, when, yes.
You got a question, David? They are from?
Why are they saying that they're having fun even though they're getting beaten?
Why?
Why they saying that they are having fun and in reality they were beaten?
Yes. In our life also we are like this. Right? We are in this material world. We say like, if now you are still young boys, right? But when you get married, you will have a kids, and when you will start enjoying and suffering, but still you will not tell anyone. But you will tell, oh, get married, don't worry, everything will be fine. So similar like this. This is the analogy Prabhuji gave, right? So when Prahlad Maharaj, like, when he started school, and then after many days, Hiranyakashipu was sitting on a throne, and Prahlad Maharaj entered. So, like a child, small child, every father does, he embraced him, started smelling his forehead, his head. He said, oh, my dear Prahlad, what you learned in your school, what your teacher taught you. Then Prahlad Maharaj was a devotee. He said, Tat sadhu manne suravarya dehinam. Tat sadhu manne suravarya dehinam. I have learned from my spiritual master, O king of asuras. What? Sada samudvigna dhyam asadgrihat. So those who have taken birth in this temporary world and in this temporary body, samudvigna, they will be not happy, never be happy. Hitvatma patam gruhandha kupam. Because they actually fell into the dark well, where there is no water, there is no light, and there is no depth. Nobody knows what depth it has. So similarly in our life also that, right? We are also struggling. We don't know when is the end. We know the end, when it will happen, when we die. That is the end. But that is also not end. That is the start of new beginning. So it's just like a karmic cycle. And then what is? Vanam gato yad harimashrayeta. If you want to get out of this one, you have to take the ashray of Hari. But who will take out from the Andhakopam? Suppose if you fall into the well, you need a rope to pull you out. But you need a person who is a very strong person who can take you out from the well. Right? So who is that person? Prahlad Maharaj, Srila Prabhupada said he is a spiritual master. Because he has seen the truth. We said, Tadvini pranipatena pariprashnena sevaya upadyakshanti te jnanam jnaninas tattvadarshi. They have seen the truth because they have observed everything. And they, with a strong rope of knowledge, they will take us out from this Grom Andha Kupam. Like that. Now, it says, because how we get the spiritual master? Because we wandering through the Brahmandas. We have taken many lifetimes. Brahmanda Brahmite Kona Bhagyavana Jiva Guru Krishna Prasade Paya Bhakti Lata Bija. With the mercy of Krishna and with the mercy of Guru, both, actually our Bhakti Lata Bij starts. And then the association of the good devotees, we progress in our devotional service. And that's why we said, Gurudev Krupa Bindu Diya Karo Ye Dase Truna Peka Dihina. So we have to pray to our Guru, oh my Gurudev, like Krupa Bindu, you are the mercy of ocean, right? And for me, I don't have any power, I don't have bala to get rid of this Maya, but with your mercy, I will definitely come out of this entanglement of the material thing. Now, Prahlad Maharaj said, like we said, tongue, and then he talked about genital. Now, there are three senses in one line. Which are they? Tongue, udar, and upastha, means genital. What is the first one? Tongue. So, to control the tongue is very important. But again, this indriya, you can engage in the service of the Lord to get out of cycle, or you can again entangle with this tongue. And that's why he said, Atah Shri Krishna Namadi, na bhavet indriya grahyam, seve mukheyu jivhado swayam eva spurati yada. With our imperfect senses, we cannot understand Krishna. Even though Arjuna wanted to say Krishna, Krishna said, with this your material eyes, you cannot see. You need a spiritual eyes. So, to develop that senses, because our senses not purified. When we are in this material world, actually, we are with the four defects, right? We prone to make mistakes. We prone to make, we are illusioned. Our senses are not purified. And the fourth one is lie. Right? Propensity to lie. So how can you do with that one? But we have to engage. Atha Shri Krishna Nama. So, Seven Murkhehi Jivadu. We have to chant always, pray to the Lord, eat prasadam. And then, if you engage that sense organ, then definitely. Even the Rupa Goswami also told us, right? What that vacha or tongue organ, how is very powerful. Vacho vegam manasa krodho vegam. Jivha vegam udarapasta vegam. So vacho vegam, he said control your tongue. Then jivha vegam. So that tongue again, jivha vegam. You can glorify somebody or you can blaspheme somebody. It depends on you, right? So we have to control that thing. Now I will, what is this? With Mahaprabhu's one story, I will end up with this one. Now, we all know Mahaprabhu, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, he took sannyasa. He was also grihastha, but at the age of 24, he took sannyas, right? But he was encouraging all his followers to stay in a grihastha ashram and engage in a devotional service. So he had one personal assistant. His name was Chota Haridas. So this Chota Haridas was very nice devotee. He was serving Mahaprabhu. But this Chota Haridas was attracted toward one young lady. And then Mahaprabhu noticed that then Mahaprabhu actually became very angry. He condemned. He said, you are wearing saffron clothes, right? So saffron clothes or brahmachari wears to live the principle of simplicity, humbleness, humility. And when you are wearing the saffron clothes, you have to look at every woman as your mother or sister. Even though he said, brahmachari should not speak to the matajis unless and until there is a reason. Even though he shouldn't look at the face of the matajis. That's how some brahmachari follow that path. Now, but other hand, Mahaprabhu encourages his all disciples. So he had one disciple named Shivananda Sen. So when one time Shivananda Sen came to Mahaprabhu and said, Mahaprabhu, my wife is a pregnant. Mahaprabhu became very happy. He embraced him and he gave mercy, blessings to him. So when they got the wife gave birth to baby, then Mahaprabhu gave that name to that baby as a Paramananda Puri. So we all know Mahaprabhu's spiritual master name was Ishwar Puri. And Ishwar Puri's god brother, right, name was Paramananda Puri. So Mahaprabhu remember, he said his name we can put as a Paramananda Puri. So when the Shivananda Sen and that his wife bring that child first time to Mahaprabhu, they put unto the lotus feet of Mahaprabhu. And the child was at the lotus feet. And when that child look at the lotus feet or the thumb of the Mahaprabhu, it was pinkish, right? Pinkish red kind of thing. So he thought something is. So he started licking that thumb. As soon as he started licking, all devotees become jubilant and they started chanting and dancing like that. And then Mahaprabhu said, unless and until this family is in Nilachal or Jagannath Puri, whatever the leftover my remnants will go to them, like that. And with the mercy of Mahaprabhu, this Paramananda Puri, this boy, become Karnapura, Kavi Karnapura. We all know, many books actually he composed. He wrote Gaura Ganadesha Dipika, Krishna Kaumudi, Ananda Vrindavan Champu, and Sri Chaitanya Mahakavya. So with the mercy of Mahaprabhu, it's happening. Similarly, Bhakti Vinod Thakur, he had 10 sons. He was a Grihastha. One of his sons become Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur, who is spiritual master of Srila Prabhupada, like that. So whatever, attachment is one part, but for devotee, this is not attachment. Family is not attachment. He actually is giving us the chance of liberation. Husband and wife work together, they do devotional service together. They help each other. They go temple together. They do service there. They invite devotee home. Do some So this is the attachment. Then the children also, they can raise their children in Krishna consciousness like that. So this is for devotees. It is not attachment. This is actually liberation. So we'll stop here. If anyone has any question or comment.
Yes.
Where can you find the commentary of the Bhagavatam by Srila Vishwanath Chakravarti Thakur?
Vishwanath Chakravarti Thakur has written a book, Bhavarta Deepika or something. I will get back to you what is. So we have the books. So Vishwanath Chakravarti has written explicitly commentary on Srimad Bhagavatam. Even though Sanatana Goswami, Rupa Goswami, they have written, but they not written in details. But Vishwanath Chakravarti Thakur, he has written. He read Sandarbha, I forgot the name. Even though Bhagavad Gita he has wrote that. So we'll stop here. So we have to pray to the Lord actually, oh my Lord, for our own, we will not cross over this material world, Maya, but with your mercy, we definitely, with the mercy of the Guru and mercy of Vaishnava, we will definitely get out of this world. So thank you everyone. Shri Prahlad Maharaj praise ki
Jai.
Shri Radha Gopinath ki
Jai.
Srila Prabhupada ki
Jai.
Jai Nitai Gaur Premanande
Hari.
His Grace Atula Gopadas Prabhuji ki.
Jai.
Srila Prabhupada ki
Jai.
बैग है
Kishore.
उसके ऊपर
So thank you everyone for coming. It's a very cold morning today, 7 degrees. So thank you.